Hello and welcome to KJ's Kitchen. I am KJ. I am a master fitness trainer for the past almost 14 years, and a master at fitness nutrition. So I am a fitness nutrition specialist. Most importantly to me, I am a happy mom serving up healthy meals from my kitchen to yours every Wednesday here on Facebook at 12 o'clock Eastern. I thank you for joining me today. So my mission is to bring you more meals. We got lots of snacks, lots of treats, a lot of things for family friendly and party passing dishes. And I really want to bring more meals to you, quick, efficient, real life meals. Now this one in particular is a KJ recreation of one of my very favorite brunch dishes that I had in New York City. Right around the corner from me was a little restaurant, and it's no longer there. I tried to revisit when I went back to New York last time, called Northern Spy. So if you were a New Yorker and you had the chance to experience Northern Spy, I'd love to hear from you. Sad it's closed, but one of my very favorite dishes was their brunch dish that was actually a kale salad for breakfast. So I always talk in my health group, my healthy living accountability group, I always talk about green is lean. The more green you put into your diet, more veggies, really essentially I'm saying vegetables, the more lean. And to include green or vegetables in every meal. Now I don't know if you're anything like me, but breakfast is not a normal thing to be like, oh, what am I grilling up for my vegetables this morning, right? So this salad, breakfast salad, is delicious. You will not feel deprived. You will feel energized because of all the nutrient load. And if you are on a keto world, it's super keto friendly. I'm not here to promote keto, but I know a lot of people are going keto crazy still. So if that is you in particular, this is a very keto friendly meal for you too. Let's get started with one of the very important elements is almonds. Now, I'm going to show you a meal for 2 individuals. If you are alone, you're going to just cut everything in half. But I'll show you a meal for 2. I got a 1/4 cup of raw, unsalted almonds right here. And I counted them so you would know. That is 12 almonds per person. So if you are cutting this in half, just count out 12 almonds. That's easy enough, right? I'm going to take my dandy little knife and give her some nice chopping. Little piecey, doesn't have to be tiny. I like it chunky in the salad. It's going to give it a lot of texture. So I go both directions. Ooh, I'm spitting almonds. I'm going to heat my pan up. So kick it to high, no oil. It will be a non-stick pan. I got myself this little Teflon one. Don't love Teflon, but I had that pan long before Teflon knowledge came out, right? About how not so healthy it might be. I didn't throw it away. I haven't upgraded to steel pans yet, but we shall see. I do love my cast iron. I'm doing this in my Teflon. I am very good about not using metal in the Teflon. So if you do have Teflon, you're going to only use wood or plastic utensils. Again, I don't think plastic deserves high heat ever. That's toxic. So use wood utensils to not scratch the Teflon surface. That's what makes it toxic, is the scratched surface. So here I go. I've got my 1/2 cup of almonds going into, let me slide my dandy guy over here, going into my pan. Whew, see how creative I get here. Could have done that just by grabbing them, right? Okay, there we go. Almonds in the pan, no oil. That's what I'm doing just to start because that's going to take a few minutes. And in the meantime, I'm going to teach you my dressing. I think the dressing makes or breaks the salad. So if you really want this to taste authentic and how I have recreated it to the best of my memory, you are going to create your own lemon vinaigrette. Now, there are a lot of vinaigrettes out there. Some are very difficult or tedious, like, getting the rind, grating up the rind and using the zest. We're not going there. We like easy peasy in this kitchen. And a lot of them include sugar. We're not going there either. And I'm not even including maple syrup or honey. This is 0 sugar, okay? So anyone who does like to check out their blood sugar levels, has to keep it stable, here's a great salad dressing for you. We're gonna start with shallot. Very different than onion. And I got a half shallot here. They're tiny little, they do kind of look like red onion. We're only using a half of a pretty small. This shallots can come pretty large. So half. First I'm just gonna take off the peel as you would any good onion. Get that peeling gone. And then I want it super thin sliced, okay? So make sure your knife's nice and sharp. So super thin slices on the side edges. And now I'm going for as minced as possible. So itty bitty cuts. Here we go. Now I'm making a cup of this salad dressing. You will not use a cup, but you'll have an amazing salad dressing for all week long. So thank me later. You got this for healthy lunches all week. So this will make about a cup of it. You'll use about 2 to 3 tablespoons in your salad, depending on how wet you like your salads. Okay, super finely chopped. The more fine, the less you see in your delicious dressing. And I think we're almost there. That looks super fine to me. Scoop and drop. Dropping it into my Pyrex. You could use a bowl. I'm going to show you in a Pyrex today just so you can see through. Super finely chopped, itty bitty shallot pieces. Okay, next is lemon. It's a lemon vinaigrette. We're going to go with 3 lemons. I opt for Meyer's lemon. It's a little sweeter. Shake up my almonds here. They're getting a nice smell on them. I'll promise you, roasting your almonds on a pan is such a different experience than buying roasted almonds. So I do urge you to buy raw almonds and roast them. I urge you. Take my urge. Okay, here we go. Meyer lemon, a sweeter, more delicious lemon. If you've never experienced it, you'll thank me later. Okay, I got 3 lemons here. That's gonna be, if you're gonna be measuring it up, you might end up with around a third of a cup. But because I want you using real lemons, I'm not even gonna tell you how many cups of lemons this is, because I don't want you running and getting the bottle that says lemon juice on it and using that. You will not have the same experience. You'll be like, what is this salad dressing KJ shared? You know, so I'm gonna teach you to do it the right way. Oops. Okay, 3 halves down. If you don't have one of these, thank you Maria Simone for getting this for me in KJ's Kitchen. She was here visiting from New York City. I put her to work squeezing lemons for my bootleg cocktail recipe. And literally the very next day when we were out shopping, we get home and she's like, surprise, look what I bought you. She never wants to squeeze lemons for me in this kitchen again. Last one, here we go. And if I am, boop. Wow, do you see that one? It's a party. Okay, last one here. Give my almonds a little toss. Woo! Now you could pre-roast your almonds and have them in a little Tupperware for quicker and easier if you love this meal and you want it more often and you don't want to have to sit and roast almonds every time. Because this little dandy buddy, and this, I'd say it looks like around a half a cup. This dressing, once you get it done, you can also put in a jar and put in the fridge. So this can be a lot easier, maybe first times, a couple more steps. I'm gonna give some salt, pinch of salt. Give her a little whirl around, get that onion in there. Now we're gonna go for vinegar. This is not just regular white vinegar, it's white wine vinegar. There are a lot of options out there, champagne vinegar, all this kind of stuff. Just standard white wine's gonna do. 1 tablespoon. Now I'm going acid on acid. That's, vinegars make a vinaigrette, right? Acid and acid, giving it a twirl. Next up, oh, where's my little third cover? Okay. I'm gonna go for this because I don't have my other little measuring here. You could go just olive oil. If you don't love olive oil, you think it's too strong for your palate, you could go half olive oil, half avocado oil, or whatever favorite oil you like to have on your salad. We don't mind olive oil at all. And it sounds like a lot, but remember, I told you this is not for one salad. You want 1 part acid, 2 parts oil. That's 2/3 of a cup. Okay, look how gorgeous that is. I think olive oil is tasty, delicious, smells good. It really does matter where you source your oil from. These are amazing. I think they're done. We're rocking that off the heat. Here's what I want you to do when making your vinaigrette. Start stirring and whisking and dropping it in slowly. This is gonna help it emulsify, so it's not just pure separation. And granted, as it's in the refrigerator and you've got it as a backup for your favorite salad dressing, your non-sugar salad dressing, you will have to shake that bottle up like you would any vinaigrette. Keep on stirring, don't give up, don't give up. You can taste test on the way if you'd like. Ooh! Still ultra lemony. I'm gonna keep pouring in my oil. And based on your lemon palate, you would be adding more oil versus adding a sugar. That's just my healthy tip for you. The oil will dilute the lemon without adding sugar. Gonna pinch it with a bunch of salt again. I don't say a bunch, a pinch of salt again. Look, it's completely emulsified. It's beautiful, right? Tiny little shallots running around. Shallots are what gives it that typical vinaigrette taste. Okay? Oh, it's so good. All right, here we go into the good stuff. In New York City, they do this on curly kale. Curly kale, you know what I'm saying? Like real kale. I'm opting for baby kale. It's less tough. Even though you don't have to massage baby kale the same way you would adult kale or curly kale, I still like to massage it. It does bring out the color and makes it a little more tender and, in my world, more palatable. So start in a bowl. This is about 3 cups here. Now remember, this is 2 people. So even if you love your greens for yourself, you might do 2 cups just yourself. You see how fluffy it is? This is pre-washed, triple washed organic from Trader Joe's. We love that store. But if you didn't get it all triple washed already, you might opt to rinse this out yourself. See how fluffy it is? That's gonna change. I'm gonna show you right now. We're going to, before putting the dressing in, we're gonna give her a couple whirls to make sure that that lemon and oil is all around. And we're gonna pour on, I don't know, 1 round, 2 rounds and a half. So what was that? Maybe a couple tablespoons? I'm gonna get dirty here, and I suggest you getting dirty with me. We're gonna massage it. Now you see the color. I want you to see the color change for me. That's very pale green, not super pale, but you're gonna see the shift once I massage it. If you have regular standard kale, curly kale, you have to massage it longer. I would even say a couple minutes. This one, only a few seconds, and you're gonna see the difference. Not only a color shift because it's now got oil all over it, which makes it pretty, by giving it a little massage, I'm literally squeezing it in my fingers. You actually, can I say this word and not sound like ugh? Bruise the lettuce, bruise the salad, bruise the leaves. So that gives it a more tenderness for when you're eating it. Now this also means I don't have to sit and put it on a pan to give it the same texture that I'm looking for. Instead it's super fresh. You see now, it's not as fluffy, it's sunk, and it's nice and dark green. Is that gorgeous? I'm a little messy here. I didn't do it. I have a little pre-wetted paper towel here to clean me up while I keep going. I'm gonna get this pan clean so that I may use it for the next step. Tossing my almonds directly in, got it. And giving this little puppy, just for the sake of presentation, a mini wipe with my dandy paper towel. Let's talk about some cheese, please. Now, again, Trader Joe's, I love the unexpected cheddar. Have you ever tried this? It is aged premium cheddar with hints of Parmesan. Now, I have been addicted to this for years. But my husband came home from Publix once in his cheese selection, and he brought home a cheese, and I'm gonna let you know if you don't have Trader Joe's near you, how to get this cheese. Montemore cheddar, can I say that right? From Sartori Cheeses out of Wisconsin. You can probably find it in any cheese area and in like the nice deli cheese, like specialty cheese area. It's gonna say exactly the same thing. Sharp cheddar, tasting like Parmesan. So it's nutty and salty like Parmesan, but it's creamier in texture. If you can't find Montemore or have a Trader Joe's nearby, you're gonna opt for Parmesan. Cool, this one's just standard Publix deli Parmesan. Okay, so you decide where you're cheesing. You're gonna go for 2 ounces of cheese. Here we go. Just a little quick lemon dry right here. A little lemon drying. For the sake of having my cheese not taste like lemon. How's that go? Wipe it off with my towel too. Okay, here we go. 2 ounces. If you don't know what that looks like, I'll show you. It's about 1 inch thick if you have a standard square. If you have extra cheese, I mean, is there any really problem with extra cheese? I don't think so. You'll notice when you're cutting this that it does crumble very easily, which is great for a salad anyway. Cutting it a few directions here. Once I get it long and it is crumbly, I'm just gonna go again at it in thinner strips. Show you quickly once I get it in the bowl how crumbly it really looks. And I'm just gonna take it the opposite direction. Here we go. Now my husband is very excited for this meal. He's like, okay, so when I come home, I get to have one of these, right? Luckily there are no other mouths to feed and I'm not eating too. Okay, we're going in with the cheddar or Parmesan. Please, if you just have Parmesan near you, I promise you, you are not missing out. The only difference, like I said, is the texture. This is a little creamier, but it still tastes very much like Parmesan. You can see that it's actually rather crumbly, right? And we're just gonna give that a little toss. Here we go. I'm tossing it all together. Get it gorgeous, get it saturated in that delicious dressing. Moving on to our eggs. Now I'm gonna put them on the pan and then do a little egg education for you. Because I feel eggs, either you like them or you don't, that's one thing. Some people try to avoid them for, I'm not sure why, for some myths that happen in the health industry. I'm using avocado oil. You can use whatever oil you prefer. I do suggest coconut oil, avocado oil. Don't get an oil that has a very low burning point because then you're creating toxicity while you're eating your egg. Not worth it. The value of an egg is not all created equal. So let's talk about the health of an egg. If you can go free range, if you know a local, hey, shop local, always guys, support your locals. And if not, go free range, that is the best. Now a lot of people are like, I don't like runny eggs. I don't like snotty eggs. Okay, I don't like the white snotty, and that's actually could be the dangerous part of an egg if it's not cooked. But the yolk itself, let's talk about it quickly. There's all this hype, and I still think to this day, even though it's been debunked, people still are like, egg whites only. Oh, I'm on dieting, I need high protein, egg whites. Okay, bad news, biscuit. You're missing out on the whole food. So the yolk itself is where all the nutrients is in the egg, and half the protein of the egg is in the yolk. So if you're not eating that, you're getting half the protein. What are you gonna do, throw it in the trash? It is a perfect superfood. It is loaded with amino acids, omega-3s, B vitamins. That's good. All of this is good for brain health, guys. If we need more mental clarity, if we need to be sharper and more on our toes, get that in your body. Now, the best way to receive an egg yolk is, how do I say this? Not cooked, or at least not cooked all the way through. So if you don't like a runny egg, try to go over medium or even slightly over medium well before going over hard. Okay, just for the sake of getting it a little more moist, a little less cooked through, right? That's my tip to you. Here I am, I'm gonna plate my salad while my eggs are frying. They're almost done. Cool? Plate my salad. Get this puppy out here. Oh, that cheese is gorgeous. All this is gorgeous. Here we go. Cheese, please. We're almost there, guys. If you bring this out when you're brunching with friends, I mean, they're gonna be so impressed by you. Restaurant quality here. Going for my little egg flipper. I don't have my dandy little, here I do. My egg flipper, I like skinny. And it is plastic because, like I said, we are in a Teflon pan. Hello. Work with me here, egg. We're live, egg. Work with me. Don't break. Don't go breaking my egg. I won't go breaking the egg. I kick off the heat. This is how you make a perfect over medium egg. Once it's flipped, you kick off the heat. You take it off the heat. Let it sit just a few more seconds while it thinly just cooks that top skin. And then you're going to peel it off and pop it over. It's going to be beautiful. Here I go. Here I go. All right. Got my first salad out. Got my first egg on. Oh, it is beautiful. It's good not to break your eggs on live, right? But even if you did, I promise you, it's gonna taste the same. Flip her over. Presentation matters. Woo. There we go. I'm gonna show you these. Could you sink your teeth into that? Right? So when you cut it, it's got the lemon, it's got the crunch of the almond, it's got the amazing cheese. When you cut it and the drooliness, the ooziness of all the yolk goes around it, the kale has been massaged, it's soft texture. This is an amazing breakfast salad. So I encourage you to test it out. If this recipe served you, or you know of someone else it would serve, please share it to your wall. Sharing is caring, and I really appreciate the support. Tag a friend in the comments. I will have a live link. Once it gets active to be this recipe, I will post that live link in the comment fields. That's where you can subscribe and have all of KJ's Kitchen's recipes to your inbox every single week. If you've already subscribed, do not worry, this will get into your inbox. I've had a few people say, I'm not getting your emails anymore. Be sure to add me once you get that first email to your contacts so it doesn't show up in your spam or junk box. If that's where I am, quick do a search, KJ's Kitchen, no apostrophe. KJ's Kitchen, 2 words. You will find where those are falling. It might be in a promotion box or a junk mail box. Depends on your email server. I appreciate you joining me today here in KJ's Kitchen. Load up on your vegetables, including breakfast. This is also really tasty for lunch or dinner, I promise. And hopefully you really got good value and education out of today. I will see you here again next week, Wednesday, in KJ's Kitchen. A happy mom serving up healthy meals from my kitchen to yours. You have a fabulous Wellness Wednesday. Take care.